What if I told y'all that Adidas and Fair God are ending their partnership as of this year? Was it a big failure? Who was to blame? Why is it ending? We'll discuss more about it in this episode. Adidas decided, you know what? We're going to start marginalizing the competition. Are they set to buy Puma and get them out of here? It's going to be a partnership, sister brand. We don't know what's going on over there. Nike has had a crazy year, being the 40th year of the Jordan brand. But what did they do? They keep getting bigger and bigger. But who asked for SB Dunks by Costco? Is that a thing? Or is that something they should just leave in the sample room? Now there's Kim K and Skims brand. Look in the corner of the market when it comes to athleisure. Is Kim K the biggest celebrity collaborator that Nike has at the moment? Jake Paul, Tank Davis. Coming up real soon. What do we anticipate from this fight? Does it make sense? What y'all think about the conference? We'll talk about that whole shenanigan in a few. Right on Let's Talk Fashion. Y'all, it's your boy Remo, aka Mr. Rich Dress, back to another episode of Let's Talk Fashion, powered by the JBT Network. And by now y'all should know I'm on the road. The show don't stop. We're giving y'all content even in Panama this time. So don't make sure you like, subscribe, tell a friend, all that other good stuff. And this is where you get fashion talk, culture, hip hop, all this shit entwined into one. Hit the like button, tell a friend, all that other good stuff. Paperwork is down there. Hit the like button and just share it to somebody that might, take the content as something dope that they want to further conversation about. But let's just jump right into it, where we're going to be discussing this Farragut collaboration that took place with Adidas with Jerry Lorenzo. For the most part, we could say that the collaboration has kind of been an epic failure from what we expected from his own mainland essential lines, the momentum that they had, him coming over there from the Nike brand and the sneakers kind of being a little productive. I guess the people were gravitating towards what he had going over there with Nike, and we thought the momentum was going to carry over from Nike to Adidas when they named the partnership. So the marketing dollars behind it seemed like it was there, like, what I'm saying, the real unique kind of rollout they had. But the rollout took so long to the point that I think people kind of lost interest in the direction of the brand for for the future on what they had coming up, where people were no longer kind of interested. And then the price points were kind of off when you can have mainline essentials and it be like an affordable price range, but then turn around and you have a collaboration with Adidas, so kind of should be affordable to the people, and then to make the name bigger, it just quite didn't work out in that facet where the clothing didn't make a dent in the market at all. It didn't really do anything for Jerry's brand as far as Adidas, and the sneakers were kind of if we say anything, it was real trash actually. Let's keep it real. Nothing about any of the items that he brought out actually did anything for anybody. When you think about it though, right? Who is the Adidas athlete that he decided that he was going to pair with to make that big splash with Farragut? The only NBA player that I seen wearing these shits was Gabe Vincent. And a lot of y'all gonna say who? That says a lot for, what I'm saying, who he had and the way he was promoting this sneaker, which was supposed to be an on-court basketball sneaker for some of them. It just didn't quite hit the mark. So we can just say this one was an epic failure to end the 2025, because in 2026 they would not be carrying Jerry Lorenzo and Adidas Farragut as a collaborator anymore. So at this point, what does Jerry do moving forward? Does he focus strictly on Farragut, or has the brand been, tainted with, an epic failure? Let's keep it real. A lot of people, when the hype is dead, it's hard to revitalize your brand. And him being from that whole Kanye umbrella over there, where we kind of put him in a pedestal based on his relationship with Ye, but it didn't pan out. See, Kanye's run at Adidas was epic. I don't know if we'll ever see a run like that, but the momentum was built up for him to take it over, and it just did not work. So where he goes next, who knows? The whole monochromatic grays and browns and kinda Travis got that wave on lock, and I don't see anybody really stepping on that. So, and then Adidas does have Bad Bunny, who they look like they're giving the green light to. So I don't know where Jerry gonna land. Maybe the whole Puma situation, affordable shit. I don't know. I don't know where he could go with this. Converse. I don't see a brand that kind of has the look that he's going with, and he's tried the two biggest brands, Nike and Adidas. Adidas. Other than that, there's a spot for him at New Balance. We shall see. But when it comes to Adidas and Puma and what I'm saying, these two brands, the crazy thing is that the initial Adidas umbrella was launched by two brothers, right? And they just wouldn't see eye to eye, so they eventually ended up splitting. One kept Adidas and one created Puma. So now you fast forward that time frame all the way to 2025 now, where the rumor is that Adidas is about to purchase Puma. And it wouldn't be a bad idea because, what I'm saying, they kind of fighting in the same lane, but Puma does have a little bit different of a direction when it comes to, what I'm saying, the youth. Because a merge with LaMelo Ball and Ant Edwards on two different avenues coming together might be a great marketing, idea for the basketball side of Adidas with the fair God expiration even taking place. So I think there's a good idea. And you do got Rihanna over there with Puma, ASAP Rocky's over there with Puma, uh Tyler Halliburton's over there with Puma with Soleil Bembry as well. So rejuvenating the brand into some new energy, some new eyes, some new followers for the Adidas umbrella as the sister umbrella or the father umbrella or whoever the umbrella it is would be a really dope idea. Is it a fact that it's going to happen? We don't know. There's just rumors in the air at this point in time, but this would be the perfect push to attack the market when it comes to Nike and what they got going over there, because Nike has been killing shit all year long. I'm not even going front. Nike has been doing their damn thing, but we'll see how this works out, man. And we talk Nike, we talk about big collaboration, big names associated with. And right now, in the space of athleisure, Kim K is probably one of the biggest when it comes to that workout, sexy girl aesthetic. And it looks like she's the big name to watch out for coming 2026 because she just recently had a show where she displayed a lot of her new attire, a lot of her new wear. And the fact that Kim K is even given this lane with the whole, sexy body girls, because there is the Lululemons out there and the Aloes and the what I'm saying, the what's the other one, On Cloud. That look is a thing right now where you want to run outside, throw on some comfortable sneakers, a two-piece spandex set, and you out the door. But she's bringing that fly aesthetic when it comes to it, and it's not that I'm saying that you won't go outside and you a pickleball master or nothing like that, but in the same sense, you have to remember people like comfortability, and Kim K is very popular. She's very influential. So who say not that Kim K would definitely be the one to lock down a situation like that, because Kim K is Kim K. So definitely shout out to her with the whole skin movement. She did a lot of partnership with the WNBA, and the fact that the NBA now has adopted into the whole Skims moniker. It's yet to see what comes from the rest of this brand, especially in 2026, because they did announce that they will be releasing a pair of sneakers. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know what it should look like. I don't know what it's presented to look like. But she said just think of something big is coming from herself and Skims. So that's yet to be seen. But I don't doubt Kim K. Most of the stuff that she touches turns to gold. So if she puts a direction and a play together, it's gonna be something major. So we're gonna look out for that. Nike has also been going crazy in the courtroom because they've been suing and leaving cease and desist for people, and Don C has been another one added to the catalog of lawsuits where they sued him for $200,000, not 200 million, not 2 million, $200,000 in unpaid invoices for his, I guess, luxury secondary shop, RSVP Gallery out there in Chicago. And it's kind of interesting because, we think Nike and the biggest of the biggest, and they've been cutting the legs off of a lot of people off the strength of, I don't know if, they're just trying to clean up their books before they do something major, but they're not letting anybody slide at all. Any money that's out there available, guess what? They've been attacking it and going after it. So Don C is the latest of it, and he's there with a lawsuit. He played along with it, making some money off of it by poking fun at the lawsuit. But is it the fact that they just don't want to take the L, or really didn't make the money that they thought it would make? Because fashion is a little bit different today, where you have hype moments, but it's not like you're going to your favorite boutique on a constant basis and purchasing things like once before. So where the misunderstanding might be in this situation, we don't know, and we will never know. But we know Nike ain't fucking around. They coming after everybody who has borrowed their creativity or their check, and they're just having a way with these people. If it doesn't favor them, or it's not like something where they get the benefit of it, they want you to stop altogether. Don't have anything looking like our item that we didn't approve, and that's that. So shout out to Nike though for holding the people's feet to the fire and putting a hard stance. But I don't know if this divides the community when it comes to streetwear or not, but people love hype, and the hype sells. So I doubt this really stops anything as far as sales. But the fact of, they not fucking around come 2026, we're going to see some more. Now, one last topic I want to get to before we jump into fashion clashing is this Tank Davis and Jake Paul situation. For the most part, I'm going to say this shit is whack. It's really a money grab. The look of it is money grab. The press conference, so far I've seen 2 press conferences, and they were really, really, really hard to digest, hard to watch. The banter between the two just seemed forced and unauthentic. It was just weird. And a lot of the jokes that Jake Paul kind of threw at Tank was kind of like under the belt shit. Like, things that from our community we wouldn't speak about, especially if you don't have no paperwork or nobody was convicted, accusing him of beating women. It seemed like a low blow. When you heard him mention it, it's like, oh, it just took the air out the room. We wasn't really interested in hearing that side of the promotion. And I don't know what to anticipate from these two in the ring, but I'm kind of off of it. I watch it because everybody like to watch a crash and burn show, so I'm definitely going to tune in. But the interest of this fight doesn't make sense. The catch weight at 190 pounds, Tank is fought at 140. That's the maximum fight weight that he ever fought. And he didn't even come close to the actual 140 pound. He said he didn't like it, so you're gonna go jump up another 50 pounds to go mess with this dude. I understand the money and the finances, because a lot of people don't understand. There is money in boxing, but there's not a lot of money in boxing. And the reason I say that is because a boxer really fights, or a major boxer that's on top, really fights maybe twice a year. So that means if you don't put in those 2 fights for the year, you're not really making no money outside of the ring. Because believe it or not, it's one of the professional sports that don't have a lot of sponsorships. The sponsorship goes to the people who set up the fight so they can get stuff on there, on the mattress and all of that. But you don't really see a lot of, out of the ring sponsorship brands when it comes to sneakers, cars, commercials, stuff like that. So I don't know exactly what this fight is going to garnish as far as the amount of payment, but I understand why he would do it. Because when you think about, the faces of boxing, you always hear Canelo, Tank, but the pay scale is totally different. The guarantees is totally different. It's cool to say that my name garnishes this attention, but does it really? Are you really the guy? What's the guarantee looking like? You might be, the guy by the people, but in the boardroom, you just another guy. So for him to put himself in a situation to have generational wealth, that his grandkids can eat off this type of money, who are we to say don't get that money because we want to see the best fight the best? Because the best might never fight the best, and that opportunity for that check is out the window. Missed opportunities don't come back. Let's say Jake Paul went to go get punched on by like somebody like Aiden Ross, which would never happen, but the opportunity for that mega two name clashes to actually get it in and make sense and captivate the the audience imagination will no longer be there. Once the allure is off of an event, it's hard to garnish the people to even care and to spend that money. So they figured a way to actually have this shit sanctioned. I don't know what size gloves they're gonna end up with, whether it be 12, 10s, definitely not gonna be 8s. But it makes good for, activities in the house with friends where y'all all gather like the old Mike Tyson fights, and just hope it don't last 30 seconds. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tank getting that bread, but this is some bullshit. And the sport, is moving in a direction where we are getting the big fights and the money is there through the turkey, like holding it down. So for him to not really be making a fight with him right now and him being Shakur, I get it, but I don't. And I wish there was a way to, tighten it up and get it in the office where we want that fight next. But who are we? We know nothing. They just want us to spread the bread and support what they, whatever they do, and without a question, and you shut up and all that other good shit. But that's boxing for you. Now, before we get to fashion and clashing, we got to do is hop on feet and see what we got from the kick cam. Today, I am deciding to wear a pair of Prada American Cups. This was big back in the 2000s, around 2005, so maybe 2010-ish. Where, these were one of the elite sneakers that you wore on some dress tip. You thought you was the guy. So I pulled out the navy blue patent leather joints, for the birthday attire that we had out here. And, give a little different feel to the flow these days. So definitely shout out to myself for, spending the money on this shit, because it wasn't fun swiping the card on these, but gotta treat yourself and not cheat yourself some days. So shout out to me. So now we officially reach our favorite part of the show. It's fashion and clashing. When we say fashion, it's, I really like that. That's something I would definitely throw in my closet. Then it's fashion. And then it's, what is that? I would never throw nothing like that on. Get it the fuck out of here. Then what? It's clashing. Let's jump into the first look, and let's see what we got, y'all.
Fits in the streets. What a pleasure speaking with.
Your favorite?
Yeah, come on, your favorite, of course the favorite. I love the look. You let me know what you're wearing tonight?
I am wearing my Skims and Nike brand new collaboration.
Okay.
Okay, I got a little Rick on, little Dolce & Gabbana on the belt.
Yes.
Little Nana Jacqueline.
Okay.
Hat and jacket. Okay, you see?
Skins.
You see what's going on.
Great skin.
What's your favorite song from the new album?
Hey, Mariah, how would you describe your style?
It switches up. I like to be versatile.
Okay.
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
So this is one of the looks from the Skim collection coming in. I told y'all, this is like Black Panther. It's fashion for me, because you can't really go wrong with all black, and then accessories kind of match the flow of it. But Kim K is going to pull out a lot of stops when it comes to the sexy girl attire and pairing it with other high-end designers and it not looking like workout clothes. So this is going to be a good look moving forward. So definitely shout out to Mariah the Scientist on this one, and Kim K on a Skims collab. It's going to be fashion. Roll the next look and let's see what else we got.
Precious.
Where you from?
Man, I was born in Nigeria, but I live in Rhode Island.
What brings you here, though?
What you mean what bring me in fashion? I'm into this fashion shit.
Okay.
New Yorker, on the low.
I see you got the drip, you feel me? What you got going on, though?
What I got going on?
Yeah.
I don't know, it's on some calm shit. I'm gonna lie.
Oh, that shit
On some
too.
calm shit. I appreciate that. Alright, I got some double sack pants, boxers.
Yeah.
I got this jacket from Finesse.
Yeah.
And a little purse. I love my Tim. I always go with Tim. Tim's never failed.
Which borough got the best drip?
I gotta say, like, Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, why is that, though?
Man, Brooklyn is just culture. Like, I don't know. Every time I be at Brooklyn, I feel belong.
Okay.
Yeah, Brooklyn's my shit, bro. Brooklyn.
I ain't gonna lie.
What you mean?
Doing that?
Yeah,
I f with it.
You see what I'm saying? This is why we don't consider Rhode Island to be part of the major cities, because you get shit like this. This is definitely clashing. I don't know what she got going on, why she got it on, or whatever she has on. She needs to take all of it back to the store and get out the city, because that ain't a look. That ain't what we jacking. So get it the fuck out of here. Next look, y'all. Clashing.
All right, all right. Who do we have with us today?
My name's Ariel, and I'm just here.
How you feeling, Ariel?
I'm chilling. I'm going with the vibes of today.
Okay. What brings you to Jersey Creators Market today?
Actually, my friends, some of them from Fashion Club, they invited me here, so here I am.
Dope. Let the people know a little bit about what you're wearing.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, guys. Most of this is thrifted. So this is from my brother's room, but I got it from Pakistan. This right here, thrifted, and I just cut it. Tie, thrifted. Vest, thrifted. These are off Shein. I'm telling you guys, the cheaper, the better. It's always the way. What else do I got? Oh, this is from my mother's closet. The hat, my father's closet.
Okay, shout out mom, shout out pops.
Yes, I just go in everybody's closet, as you guys could tell. The scarf, my brother's closet, and this.
Okay, shout out family.
This is off Shein, but it's actually my sister's bag. And yeah.
Okay. Dope. And what about the shoes?
Oh, the shoes, Doc Martens. They're like, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right, so if there was one thing you would tell your inner child, what would it be?
Ooh, I would say express yourself more. I was always really closed off. I'm trying to break out of my shell still, so, but yeah, just to express yourself and, enjoy your time with people.
That's it. Appreciate you today.
Thank you. Have a
Love.
good one.
This is kind of dope to see. I'm gonna go fashion on this one because she kind of like just paired a bunch of thrift stuff together, but it worked in her favor because I know it wasn't like gender specific or what the outfit was, but she pulled it together and it looked fashionable with the whole, babushka she played along with. So I liked it. I'm not mad at it. The boots was kind of fire on the low. But when it comes to the outfit in totality, it's nothing to jump out the window, but I like the creativeness of it. She grabbed one from this closet. She grabbed this from another closet. She borrowed this from her father, her mother, her brother, and came out with an ensemble that's very respectable. So definitely shout out to her, man. Next look, y'all. This is clean cut, cozy attire. Not mad at it. I'm gonna go fashion with this one as well. Something about just a clean pair of jeans and a leather jacket does enough either way, whether it's a button up or a regular t-shirt. I'm not mad at it at all, and you could always pull off something like this and it'd be a look. It gives me almost like the Love Jones look, the Love Jones feel, where it's like I'm adulting, but I'm not going too crazy with the, with the real preppy look. You see, I'm kind of blending all aesthetics together at the same time and having a ball with it. So I like what he did here, and it's very clean. I could just go on a date. I could go to dinner. I go to a Broadway show in this and not look out of place. So it's going to be fashion. Next look.
Hello, my name is Destiny Beaver and I'm from London.
Yes. Happy Fashion Week.
Happy Fashion Week.
Break it down. Tell me what you're wearing.
So today is very Vivienne Westwood.
Yes, I see the punk style.
Inspired by the subcultures in London, like Camden-esque, punky.
Absolutely, yeah. Complete with the fishnets.
Of course, the fishnets. We've got the
Lil
Spider-Man.
Boo Boo.
Yeah, that's my little Boo Boo and whatnot.
Yeah.
And also the fro. You never dress without it. Don't forget that.
And I love these boots. Yeah, you customize these, no?
Yeah, quote unquote customized. But you just put a couple of necklaces on them and some safety pins.
Absolutely, I love the turn because I got the memo today. Yeah.
Memo, we're telepathic. Us fashionistas are just.
Let's rate the fit. Scale of 1 to 10. How would you rate today's look?
I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna give myself an 8, a solid 8. Always room for improvement.
You get a 10 from me.
That's what matters. Peace.
Look straight out of London town. But for me, this is going to be clashing because it's not something I particularly find as an aesthetic that I would influence anybody to wear or wear myself. I get the creative aspect of it, and that might be a thing out there in London, but something for me, I'm going to say no. I don't really like the fishnets with the whole punker look, with the plaid. It's just a lot going on for me per se, but that's why we have the comment section below. And let us know, is that something you wear? But for me, it's personally going to be clashing. I'm really not into the look. So, next look.
Walk me through your fit. Tell me how much everything costs.
I'm rocking all He-Bang. Pants are $3,350. Gloves are $400. Do-rag is $200. Leaf Suke hoodie $1,200. Glasses are $400. Bag is $600.
You make everything yourself, right?
Yeah.
Where do you get your inspo?
I'm really inspired by the future and like how people in the future would dress.
What year are we thinking?
2077.
See, this be the bullshit that I be talking about right here. This is cosplay. This is some cartoony shit that, you know what I mean, I want to stand out. I want to be seen. I want to be presented to the public as just weird so somebody can ask me about what the fuck I'm wearing, because this shit is really bad. And the price points he was talking about is really bad. So in totality, this is going to be clashing because it's really bad. And I'm not interested in it. Next look.
Hey, let them know what you're wearing, man. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah.
I know Odell didn't officially announce his retirement, but he might as well just retire from the NFL and go into modeling. Most of his outfits are always clean. You see the pop of pink. I'm not really big on the, you know what I mean, chrome hearts aesthetic of clothing, but I'm not mad at this one right here. It's clean cut, button up with the tie, threw on a little hat to make it feel like it's, you know what I mean, kind of, you know, calm it down a little bit from being extra dressy. I like it. I'm going to go fashion on this one. Shout out to OBJ, man. We miss you in the league because he has some of the best cleats ever on field, but that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day. Next look. I get the look. I get the accessories, the hat, the ring, I guess even the bag, but I'm going to go clash on it because I don't like the way that the silhouette falls. It looks like we just trying to lean in as males to the whole female aesthetic of the look of clothes, if that makes sense. So it's like we're not trying to leave anything for the ladies anymore. It's like everything that the ladies do, us guys are trying to like bend into that lane and just leave something for them. And we were just fine, I promise you. I promise you. But I'm going to go clashing on this one. But it's not a bad direction it was heading, but just not to say for me. But that's all I got this week, y'all. Y'all see the pool's back there. I'm about to get changed. I gave y'all an episode. Karen should be happy. She didn't want to give me the week off again, but that's a whole nother discussion. We'll get into that because, you know, I'm filing a grievance or something. But on that note, this has been Let's Talk Fashion. I am your host, Remo, a.k.a. Mr. Rich Dress. Don't forget to rate, comment, like, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. IG hit me, RICHE_threads. That's where you can find me. And on that note, y'all in the U.S., I'm in Panama. I'm out. Peace.